Making life with kids easy-ish.
Today we are making DIY cleaners, and I thought we'd test them against the store-bought kind. To DIY a carpet cleaner, it's really easy. I use this one at home. You can also buy store-bought, so we're gonna test on a stain which works better.
To make a DIY carpet cleaner, mix 50-50 water and vinegar. Half a cup of each will do, and then 3 to 5 drops of an essential oil, like lavender. It will cut the smell.
Shake it up.
There's our DIY carpet cleaner.
Okay.
Something else to keep on hand, baking soda. That will help absorb odor and any liquid or anything that spills in the carpet. Alyssa, this happened to me recently. Pee on the carpet.
Oh, God.
We need to do a legitimate test. We cannot fake this. There's no pretend blue liquid. We're testing real pee on the carpet. So you know what? I'm gonna need a sample. You're gonna test store-bought carpet cleaner on this side. I'm gonna test our DIY mixture here. People have dogs, right?
Yeah.
That happens. This is an important skill to know.
So you're just gonna...
Okay, back up.
Oh my God, that's a lot of urine. Oh God.
Blot, Alyssa, blot.
Blot?
Blot. First thing you do is blot. So gross.
Just do a dance.
Now we spray. Give me your blotter. Okay,
Oh God.
okay, store-bought.
Turn this thing on. Spray.
It's actually not so bad. So now we just want to let it sit for about 5 minutes. Let's blot up any cleaner that's left because we don't want moist carpet, right?
No,
So
then that's mold. We've already done urine.
So far on both sides, I don't see any signs of urine.
It's quite impressive. Like both cleaners got out the stain.
I like to take the baking soda and sprinkle it on top, and I think that will help absorb any leftover odor, any moisture from the product or the pee. So we're gonna let that sit just for a couple minutes, and then all we do is vacuum it up, and our carpet should be clean.
It's a bit of an awkward angle to vacuum.
Handheld vacuums work, but you know. Alyssa, what do you think?
Listen, I think I'm DIY cleaner.
Really? Hey.
I know I'm team ain't nobody got time for this, but I think you should make time for this.
I'm actually shaky. That was like freaking me out. So there are products, store-bought products, sticky remover products.
For those effing stickers.
For the effing stickers. The ultimate test, I think, is getting a label off a jam jar.
So 2 ingredients.
2 ingredients. You need baking soda.
Everybody's got baking soda.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Works well in your hair, guys.
And the measurement is easy. So when you're making DIY cleaners, you don't want to make huge batches because the commercial ones, they actually have preservatives and other chemicals that give them a long shelf life.
Yeah.
These have less of a shelf life, so you make small batches. So the recipe is 2 parts baking soda, 1 part coconut oil.
That's math I can remember.
That's easy, 2-1, right?
Yep.
I've got this container. You know those like plastic containers you get Olive Bar, hummus, yogurts, whatever.
Yeah,
save them because they're perfect.
We are good to the environment.
See?
Here at Easy-ish.
Yes.
So this is the 1 part.
Yeah, so.
And you're leaving it solid.
Yeah. So the reason I like using coconut oil is it comes in a pretty solid form.
Yeah.
You can use other oils like olive oil, but because they're so liquidy, they're a little messier.
Yeah.
I kind of like the coconut oil.
Mix until you form a paste. If your mixture is too crumbly, add more coconut oil. It should hold together like gritty Play-Doh. But if it's a hot summer day, it may be more liquidy. Still works just as well. Remove as much of the label or sticker as you can, soak it in soapy water. Then apply your magic paste. If you're using store-bought, make sure you wear gloves and you're in a well-ventilated room.
Okay, sit it down. Now we need 10 minutes.
Yeah. What are we gonna do for 10 minutes? They've sat for about 10 minutes. And in both cases, DIY or store-bought, we want to scrub with hot soapy water. See what happens.
Scrub-a-dub-dub.
We are testing the trickiest labels on purpose. Either way, you're gonna have to put in some elbow grease. If your label is not budging, reapply the paste and let it sit longer. I often leave my jars overnight. I've got better things to do.
See how sticky label is coming right off with the paper label?
Yours is like cleaning off. Mine is still there. And it's,
Well, I did also give you the tiniest bowl to wash.
I know.
But it's really pretty.
It's really pretty. Sorry.
Okay, I think the winner is pretty clear.
It took some elbow grease.
It took some elbow grease.
But this not only took elbow grease, but it spread and made the problem worse.
And this is cheaper, It worked better.
It smells nice.
It's
this
a clear
is
winner.
gross.
Yeah. This is actually a fun one because we're gonna mess up a t-shirt and we're gonna test a DIY stain treater against the store-bought.
You need 1 part dish soap and 2 parts hydrogen peroxide. And because I want this to be a spray, I'm adding 1 part water. Gently mix together and store in a dark colored spray bottle. Peroxide is still a chemical. We are making DIY cleaners, but they should still be kept away from kids. Lock them up like you would any other household chemical.
So I've got ketchup.
Frequently do that.
I have some blueberry jam. And then I wanted to test something that was just greasy, so I just have olive oil.
Oh, salads.
So yeah, let's just see a grease stain, what happens.
I don't know about you, but that's where I usually get my stains.
Those greasy nipples.
They just catch things.
What's number one thing before you do any product, you want to blot out as much of the stain as you can first.
Really?
Yeah.
I never do this.
What do you do?
I don't know, but clearly I'm doing it wrong.
So you don't want to rub it in
Oh.
as much as you can. You want to try and blot. So
Guys.
blotting is key. This is tricky because like this is a real messy kid, like 3-in-1 here.
Okay, we
You
blot
want to
it.
run this under a little bit of cold water. So I'll go do that and come back.
Okay. Bye.
I try to just rinse out as much of the stain as I could.
It's still not looking great here.
Take your spray and my spray. Spray them.
Spray.
Spray those stains with your mixture. This also works really well on those poopy stained onesies.
A little bit of baking soda is my other part of my DIY. If you just scrub it in, it'll help penetrate that stain stuff even more. So should we wash this?
Laundry.
Do you guys want to see what the so far? So DIY, store.
Not DIY.
All right, t-shirt fresh out of the dryer. This is the DIY side here. This is store-bought side.
Store-bought side lost.
I know, so especially, they actually both of them did a pretty good job at
Getting
olive oil and
the jam, which
jam.
I'm impressed because
Yeah.
the jam was like, I really
yeah.
wedged
But
it in there.
ketchup, there's a little bit of ketchup on both.
I mean, I would say the ketchup really came out on the DIY side.
Yeah. So I feel like DIY wins this one. We are making a DIY window and glass cleaner. You know, snotty noses, fingers on the mirror, on the windows, toothpaste on the mirror.
No, I'm guilty of that.
This cleaner should do the trick.
Okay, so store-bought, but we're gonna
Yeah.
DIY it.
I like to mix bigger batches of this stuff. You'll need a 1/4 cup vinegar, a 1/4 cup rubbing alcohol, and 2 cups of water. Add 3 to 5 drops of lemon essential oil. I've linked to all the products I use below. And the secret ingredient, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Mix it all into a spray bottle and shake really well.
To the bathroom! Mandy, what happened to your mirror?
Toothpaste. Doesn't everyone get that much toothpaste on their mirror?
No, that's a lot of smears.
You can have this splooge here. And I'll take this one. Let's see. We gotta remember with this one, it's got cornstarch, so you wanna shake it before you
shake
do.
it up.
Yeah, sorry.
Mandy, get all your marks.
So that classic blue stuff, I know it does a pretty good job, and I feel like this is
It does, they
keeping
both
up with it, right?
That's good.
Yeah, I feel like they both worked.
Winner, winner.
Alyssa, it's your favorite one.
No.
Toilet bowl cleaner. We have a DIY version against store-bought. You're grasping onto that pretty hard.
Because I don't want to do it.
This recipe is approximate. You'll need about a 1/4 cup of baking soda, 1 cup of vinegar, and 3 to 5 drops of tea tree oil. That will also help disinfect. Mix it all right in the toilet bowl. The baking soda and vinegar will react and bubble up. Let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then scrub as you normally would. I think the key to a clean toilet is a really good toilet brush. I have to say, I do like the gooseneck on the store-bought bottle. It does a really good job.
Okay, so the DIY version of this, it's not in a very convenient container compared to this, but it did just as good a job.
This is lovely. And I like the glug, glug, glug of the vinegar going in.
Even I'm surprised how well the DIY cleaners did. Alyssa, what do you think?
I'm a convert.
Yes! Subscribe to our channel. We have a new video every single Friday, and click the little bell so you get a notification for new videos.
For the next time, Mandy, Judy's cleaning the toilet.
Thanks for watching! And It's slippery with the globes.
Rolling.
I didn't poop in a jar.
Oh,
Wait till you
right.
see my mirror.
What kind of smears did you put on it?
I've found poop in weird places before.
Really?
Yes, I have 2 kids under 5.